Welcome to the next episode of the Dark Web Deacon. So let's check our secure connections, adjust our hoodies, and as always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. How many different types of identity theft currently exist out in the world? It's a good question, and depending on who you ask, you will definitely get different answers. From the Dark Web Deacon's point of view, there are 21 types, and in this video, I'm going to quickly run through each type of identity theft. Account takeover. Account takeover is when somebody gains access and takes control of one or more of your accounts without your knowledge or permission. They can use the account just as you would, potentially using it to make fraudulent transactions, transfer money, or gain access to additional accounts. Biometric ID Theft. Biometric identity theft is a very real form of fraud that involves stealing or spoofing a person's physical or behavioral characteristics to unlock a device. So phones and safes are all potential targets to unlock. Call forwarding theft. This is when scammers either hack your online account and add call forwarding numbers, or scam victims into using their phone number to forward calls to the scammer's number. Child identity theft. Most people may not know this, but child identity theft cases often are perpetrated by someone within the family. The scam involves someone using the child's social security number, birthday, address to open fraudulent accounts. They may also apply for government benefits, take out loans, or find other ways to rack up debt in the child's name. Debit or credit card fraud. Debit and credit card fraud occurs when someone uses your card without your permission. Even if a criminal doesn't have your physical card in hand, they can still make unauthorized online transactions with your credit card number, PIN, and security code. Cryptocurrency account takeover. This type of fraud is one of the most common emerging cyber threats. Criminals target the lack of regulation and security breaches around crypto wallets and exchanges to steal billions in cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Crypto scammers stole a record $14 billion alone in 2021. Driver's license identity theft. This one is fairly self-explanatory. Your driver's license contains your address, driver's license number, and other sensitive information. Once your driver's license number is in someone else's hands, a criminal could falsely use it during a traffic stop to avoid a citation, or just use it to help validate their false identity in a fraud scheme. Senior identity theft scams. Senior identity fraud can take many forms, and elderly citizens are particularly vulnerable to these type of cyber criminals. This includes text scammers who ask for passwords and personal information over phone calls or text messages. Many will say they're from the IRS or Medicare office to gain trust. Others even pose as grandchildren who are in trouble and need money. Estate identity theft. This theft includes stealing of someone's personal information to get their property and money. This type of theft is most common with wealthy people with no one to claim their inheritance. Government benefits theft. Especially during the peak of COVID, benefits programs like unemployment or the pandemic Paycheck Protection Program were hot targets for criminals. A fraudster can use your identity to claim fraudulent unemployment benefits, or they may contact you claiming to be from a government agency to say you were paid too much and you owe money in return. Home title fraud. Home title fraud is when a scammer gains possession of the title to your property. By stealing other components of your identity, they may be able to transfer the ownership of your property title to themselves. At that point, they can use your home equity to gain access to loans and lines of credit. Internet of Things identity fraud. Everything from smart homes to household appliances to cars are now synced up to the internet and linked to one another often. This is what is meant by Internet of Things. Identity theft occurs when someone exploits a security flaw in an internet-connected device to gain access to your personal data stored on it. Mail identity theft. Mail identity theft scams often involve stealing checks or credit cards right out of someone's mailbox, then altering and cashing them. Any documents containing account statements, banking information, or any other personal details can be stolen and used against you with mail identity theft. Medical identity theft. This is identity theft that is applied to medical services. It happens when someone poses as another person in order to receive medical services or is using your information to submit false claims. Mortgage fraud. This fraud occurs if an identity thief steals a homeowner's social security number or comes across their mortgage account number. With this information, it might be possible to take out a home equity line of credit or a second mortgage, then make off with the money. Online shopping fraud. This fraud involves compromising the website itself and gaining access to the accounts, either by stealing customer information or redirecting customers to a phony website. Misspelling, low-quality images, or too good to be true deals are red flags for this type of fraud. Passport theft. Another self-explanatory one here. A valid passport can fetch a hefty price in the hundreds or thousands of dollars on the dark web. Criminals will either sell the passport outright or try to use the details to falsify copies of future passports. Social Security number identity theft. Another obvious one of the most devastating. This theft can lead to delinquent accounts showing up in your credit reports and affecting your credit scores. When someone has your social security number, they can impersonate you with ease. Synthetic identity theft. This is when personal consumer data such as social security numbers, addresses, and birthdays from a variety of people are blended together to create a new fictitious identity that are designed to look like real consumers with good credit. Tax return identity theft. This type of identity fraud happens when someone uses your personal information, including your social security number, to file a tax return in your name and collect a refund. Tax identity theft is usually identified when the victim goes to file their tax return and finds out someone has already processed their tax return in their name. Fake Wi-Fi fraud. This occurs when someone uses their online accounts while connected to an unfamiliar Wi-Fi network. Hackers can set up seemingly legitimate networks with the intention of stealing the information of anyone who connects. So that's all of them, according to the Dark Web Deacon. I think this is one of the most exhaustive lists available online. If you think I missed one, please add it to the comments below. Check out the Dark Web Deacon merch store. We have high-quality t-shirts, accessories, and signature hoodies, of course, and become a true dark web enthusiast and VIP. New videos are published every Monday and Thursday.